Hey guys, good evening and welcome back again to your Unacademy NEET English channel. I believe all of you are doing great, having a good time. So my dear students, this is the most awaited session, right? A lot of students kept on asking me, sir, please make a video of how to do the counseling, right? How this process is exactly done. And in this particular session, I'm going to let you know step-by-step complete process for the NEET 2024 counseling, right? Well, honestly, I had to do the research for almost 1 hour, right? And finally, I could come up with this particular session, right? I have mentioned all the important points one by one on the screen itself because I could not remember all the points. It's a very cumbersome process of the NEET counseling, basically. Yeah. So, people, before starting this particular session, the ones who have not smashed the like button, do smash that like. And the ones who have not subscribed to the channel yet, I would want every one of you to subscribe to your Unacademy NEET English channel as well, right? So let's get to know the detailed way of how to do the counseling. What are the steps involved for the NEET 2024 counseling process? Okay. All right. So my dear students, when it comes to your NEET counseling, first of all, through the NEET examination, you can get the admission for MBBS, BDS, BSc Nursing, Ayurveda, Homeopathy, BUMS, etc., etc. So all these courses which you can see on the screen, right? You can get admission into all these courses through your NEET score, number one. So your NEET score is going to let you know which course exactly you are eligible to take out of these mentioned courses over here. Now, when it comes to the counseling, my dear students, there are two types of counseling you must be knowing. One is your All India Counseling, AIQ, and one is your state counseling, right? There are two types of counselings basically. One is the All India Quota Counseling, one is the state counseling. All India Quota Counseling is done by a body that is called as MCC, which is Medical Council Committee, right? This is a body which does exactly what? Which exactly does your All India Quota Counseling. And my dear students, let me tell you, there are almost 300 plus colleges. There are almost 300 plus colleges which only take students through AIQ, through All India Quota, right? There are 300 plus colleges which only take All India Quota, and that All India Quota counseling is done by MCC. Okay. Now, what about the state quota? You know, in your state quota, when it comes to the state counseling, basically 85% seats, they belong to the state domiciles, the ones who belong to that particular state, and 15% it belongs to All India Quota. That means it comes from here. Okay. So if I need to summarize it, for example, in a state, if there are 100 seats, out of 100 seats, 85 seats will be for those students who belong to that particular state. The remaining 15 seats will be given to All India Quota. That means a student from other state can also join through All India Quota in that particular state. I believe I'm clear with this. Okay. So two types of counseling are there. One is done by MCC, which does exactly the All India Quota counseling, and one is your state counseling, right? Out of which 85% goes to the state domicile and 15% goes to the All India Quota. Now, when it comes to the other courses like your Ayurveda, Homeopathy, Unani Medicine, again you have got two types of counselings here. One is the All India Quota counseling, which is done by AACCC. Then it comes your state counseling, and again in state counseling you have got 85% state quota and 15% All India Quota over here, right? Now, people, this was the general introduction. Now, first of all, let me show you what all institutions are there which only take All India Quota, right? Which have got nothing to do with the state quota. What all institutions are there? First comes your AIMS, you know it, right? AIMS directly takes students through AIQ, right? So it is MCC which is going to do that counseling, AIQ counseling, through which you can enter into AIMS, number one. Central universities like your BHU, Aligarh Muslim University, Jamia, right? They also take students directly from the All India Quota. Then comes your Delhi University Quota. Then comes your JIPMER, AMU. In AFMC again takes students through AIQ, but there is a special interview process also, right? Which will be there at the end. That is separate. Similarly, all your government college, in every government college, there will be 50% quota that will be reserved for AIQ. Okay. Then you have got deemed universities, private colleges, ESIC quota, two IPU colleges are there, right? VMMC and ABV. So these are the institutions which directly take what? Which directly take students through AIQ. So MCC is going to play a role here, right? State quota has got nothing. State counseling has got nothing towards the enrollment towards these institutions, which I've mentioned over here on the screen, right? Moving ahead. Moving ahead. Now, my dear students, when it comes to the All India Quota Counselling through MCC, right? How many rounds exactly are there? There are 4 rounds. Okay, round 1, round 2, mop-up round, and stray vacay round, right? And the first 3 rounds over here, they happen online, right? These are online rounds, basically, the first 3 rounds. I'll let you know one by one exactly what these round 1, round 2, mop-up rounds exactly are all about. And the last round, that happens exactly offline. So you need to pay a visit to the college, and there this particular stray vacay round happens. Okay. My dear students, take a note of these 2 points as well. They're important. What are these? MCC has a separate registration site. Okay. So if you want to go for the AIQ counseling, then you have to register yourself on this particular site, mcc.nic.in. I'll show you how exactly. There is one more registration. That is the registration site for each state council is separate. So when it comes to your state counseling, for example, J&K state counseling is different, will be different. Similarly, your Haryana state counseling will be different. Other states will be different, etc., etc. Okay, so MCC has a separate registration site, mcc.nic.in. Registration site for each state council will be also separate. Okay, so let's talk about these rounds one by one. Let's get to know what happens in round 1, what happens in round 2, etc., etc. But before that, this is, my dear students, the All India quota, right? Which you call as reservation. For SC, there will be 15% reservation. In NEET 2024, ST 7.5, PWD 5%. Generally, I'm saying OBC 27% only in national institutes or central universities. EWS 10% only in the national institutes or the central universities. This is something which I believe all of you would be knowing, right? This is again the last year data only. Now the main point. Just give me a second. Yeah, the main point. What is that? All India Quota Counseling, right? What are the steps included? My dear students, in your All India Quota Counseling, which is done by MCC, as I told you, in step 1, you will have to do the online registration, and I gave you the site wherein you have to do the online registration. Once you are done with the online registration, then you have to go for the fee payment, right? I'll let you know exactly how much fees you have to pay. Then there comes the choice filling and locking. This is the third step. And the fourth step will be seat allotment and reporting to the college, right? I believe this is written in very simple words, and I'm pretty much sure this will be clear to every one of you. Now, one by one, I'm going to tell you these steps. In the step one of AIQ counseling, what you have to do exactly? You have to visit to this site, mcc.nic.in, and there you need to click on new registration, round 1. Once you click on new registration, round 1, then you need to click on new candidate registration. Okay, you'll be redirected to a new window, which over here you can see. This is the window which you can see, right? So first of all, you need to go to this site. After going to this site, then you need to go to new registration, round 1, then come to the new candidate registration. After that, you'll be directed to this particular page over here. Now, my dear students, this particular page you will have to fill, right? Over here, you will have to fill the NEET roll number, candidate name, mother's name, date of birth, with the security code as well, right? Which is mentioned over here already. Perfect. So you need to fill it over here. Now, and I've mentioned it over here. Enter the mandatory details such as NEET UG roll number, candidate's name, mother's name, DOB, mobile number, and security code. These are something which you have to fill in when you go for the step 1. And my dear students, let me tell you the step 2. Step 2 is fees. How much fees you have to pay for this particular counseling process, right? Now, my dear students, as you can see, institution type over here I mentioned. Institution type, which includes 15% AIQ and central universities, then deemed universities. Over here, you have got categories. One is your UR, SC, ST, OBC, PWD, all other categories. And these are the fees which you have to pay, right, through online mode only. And this is this counseling fees. This is non-refundable. But this security fee 10,000, 5,000, and again 20,000 based upon the category which you have. Okay, one is non-refundable, that is the counseling fee. Security fee is refundable. Perfect. So once all this counseling process done, you will be getting all this money back over here, right? Moving ahead to step number 3. What was step number one? Step number one was to go into the site and click on new registration, etc. Step two was the fees filling. And step number three. Step number three is the most important one, that is choice filling and locking. Choice filling and locking. My dear students, in this step number three, you will have to select the college, right? I've mentioned it step by step over here. We'll read it. Our choice locking facility is available for a specific time period on a given day. So there will be a notice from the NTA side or from the MCC side, right? Wherein it will be mentioned when exactly you can do this choice filling, right? So on that particular date, right, whatever timing is mentioned, in the same timing you will have to do this. Okay, so choice locking facility is available for a specific time period on a given day. In this step, you are required to submit your college preferences. So definitely there'll be a lot of colleges in your mind, and you will have to submit your college preferences, right? Preference number 1, preference 2, preference 3, etc., etc. Admission is granted on the basis of the merit that you all must be knowing. That is your NEET score and preferences submitted during the counseling processes, right? So basically, the admission that will be granted on the basis of two things. Number one, that is your NEET score. Number two, the preference of the college which you would have given, right? In the earlier step. You can fill as many choices as you want. So you have got the privilege to fill as many colleges as you want, right? But take care of this particular thing. Arrange these preferences in order of their, arrange them in order of their preference by moving from top up, by moving them up or down. What exactly it means? For example, you have selected some, you have got some 10 colleges in your wish list, right? And there will be one college where you would want to go first of all. That will be priority number one. So priority number one has to be given to that college, then second, third, etc., etc. Because allotment of the college is not only based upon the NEET score. It is based upon the NEET score as well as the preferences which you give while choosing and filling and locking of these colleges, right? Now, once done, you need to lock in your choices. Once you arrange them on the basis of once you arrange the colleges on the basis of the preference order, right? Then you have to lock in once. And once you do this lock in, then you are not allowed to make any changes, right? So once this lock in of the college is done, then you cannot change the preferences, etc., etc. Okay. So my dear students, this step is very important, right? So prioritize it properly. Okay, give proper time to it. After locking, you can take a printout of your locked choices. Yes, absolutely, you can do that, right? Once you lock in the preference of the college you have given, you can take the printouts of that. Now, after that, then comes to the step number 4. That is your seat allotment, right? That is your seat allotment. My dear students, your MCC releases seat allotment result after each round of counseling. Okay, so MCC is going to release the seat allotment result after every round of counseling. It is released in the form of list followed by the issue of the seat allotment letter to the selected candidate, right? Candidates must report to the allotted college with the allotment letter and the documents to finish the admission process, right? To finish the admission process. So basically what exactly you're supposed to do, once you are done with everything, once you are done with the locking and stuff, once you give the preference of the college, then comes your MCC list, wherein you get to see the colleges which are allotted to you. Perfect. And my dear students, over here it's mentioned that candidates must report. So whatever college you would have got, okay, candidates must report to the allotted college with the allotment letter and the documents to finish the admission process. Okay. You will get a seat allotment notification on your email or phone number. So make sure you would have given the proper email and the phone number, the same email and phone number which you would have given during filling the form of the NEET examination, right? That is important again. Now moving ahead. Seat allotment round 1. Seat allotment round 1. If you get the college in round 1, there are different scenarios which gets created. Okay, different scenarios can get created. Okay, first of all, if you get the college in the round 1, following scenarios can happen. Number one is normal. You get the college of your choice. Okay, then physically go to the college with all the documents. And what all documents are required, that's something I'll tell you in some time, right? So if in round 1 you get the college of your choice, then you need to physically go to the college with all the documents which are required, right? Now, submit all the original documents and take the admission. So you need to submit all the original documents there only, and hence your admission will be done there itself, right? In case you get the college of your choice, submit the documents and ask for the upgradation form for round 2. You'll be automatically selected for AIQ round 2. So basically, if in round 1 you do not get the college of your choice, right? You can ask for upgradation there, right? You can ask for upgradation. So let's try to read the statement again. In case you did not get the college of your choice, submit the documents and ask for the upgradation form for round 2, which will happen after this. You'll be automatically selected for All India Quota round 2. I believe it's clear. These two are important again. See, if you did not report to the college, if you got the college in round 1, then two possibilities here might arise again. You do not report to the college, right? If you do not get report to the college, automatically you get selected for All India Quota round 2, right? All India Quota round 2, right? Free exit, refundable fee valid. What it means exactly? So my dear students, if you get the college in the round 1 and by chance you could not report to the college, then automatically you will be shifted to round 2 in the AIQ counseling. Okay? If you did not get a seat allotment, automatically selected for AIQ round 2. So in the first round, if you do not get the seat, then you will be automatically directed to round 2 of the AIQ counseling. Okay, this is simple till here, I'm pretty much sure. Now, here comes one more point. After All India round 1, after AIQ round 1, once this round 1 happens, then what happens after that? State counseling round 1 will take place after that. So first, it's going to be All India AIQ round 1. Okay. Once that gets closed, once that's over, then your state counseling round 1 is going to start. Okay. So for the state counseling, again, there is separate registration form for state counseling. Okay. Separate registration will be there for state counseling. That varies from state to state, right? After state counseling round 1, once the state counseling round 1, right, then again All India Quota round 2 is going to start. I hope you're trying to understand what I'm trying to say. So people, once your All India Quota round 1 is finished, then your state counseling round 1 is going to start. And once that state counseling round 1 ends, then it's going to be All India Quota round 2 which is going to start. Okay, so be careful with all these things. Now moving ahead. What is seat allotment round 2? Those candidates are eligible for round 2 who have. Which all students are eligible for round 2, right? There are 3 things which are mentioned over here. So those students who are eligible for All India Quota round 2 who have not been allotted any college in round 1. Okay. Second, not reported to the allotted college. Taken admission along with the upgradation certificate, right? So these 3 types of the students, they are what? These 3 types of the students, they are basically, right? They are basically eligible for the round 2 of AIQ counseling, right? First ones who did not get any college in the round 1 of AIQ, right? Similarly, second type of students who could not report to the college. Third type of students who took the admission but asked for the upgradation, which I told you a few minutes back. Again, 4 points here, which are important. My dear students, in your round 2, what exactly you need to do in your round 2? Again, you need to visit the MCC site, make new choice filling as per the preferences. Again, you have to do the choice filling, right, in the round 2 as well. Lock with the choices for the round 2 college, right? Same thing which I told you earlier. You will get a notification of the seat allotment, right? So whatever process you followed in the round 1 of AIQ, same process you have to follow in the round 2 of AIQ as well. Okay, round 2 of AIQ as well. I believe it's clear. And once this round 2 is over, then comes your round 3, which is the mop-up round. What happens here? Try to understand. My dear students, look here. I've mentioned all these things over here in detail. If you get no seat allotment, you'll be automatically selected for round 3. Okay. So if you do not get any seat in the round 2 of AIQ, okay, then automatically you'll be selected for round 3 counseling. Okay. But if you are allotted a seat in round 2, but you do not take admission, your fees will become non-refundable, right? This is clear, I believe. For round 3, you will need to create a new registration. For round 3, again, you have to create a new registration along with the fees, Okay. So look at this particular statement again. If you are allotted a seat, but do not take admission, your fees will become non-refundable. Number one. For round three, you will need to create a new registration along with the new fee. So again, you have to do the fees payment, right? If a seat is allotted to you, but you do not take admission. If you have taken admission in the college and submitted the original documents, no upgradation allowed for round three. Let's read the statement again. If you have taken admission in the college, right, and submitted the original documents, no upgradation allowed. So upgradation is not allowed for round three, by the way, right? So for round three, you cannot go for upgradation, which you could do for round two. Now, people, the most important point. Once all this is done, so finally, after doing all these rounds, first of all, it's going to be AIQ round one, followed by state quota round one, followed by AIQ round two, followed by state quota round two, etc., etc. The process is going to it's going to complete basically, right? So 4 rounds will be there, right? And I believe all these things are pretty much clear to you. Now comes the point. What are the documents? What are the documents which are required basically? So when you go to the college, right, they will ask you definitely to submit the documents, and submission of documents again plays a vital role. You should have all the documents ready with you. Now, what exactly are the documents which are required? Okay, so before talking about those documents which are required, I'm pretty much sure a lot of students watching me right now, I mean, they would not have done well in the NEET 2024 examination. Okay, so what about them exactly? My dear students, let me quickly tell you, there is no need to lose hope at all. Trust me on that. It is just, I know you have studied good enough, right? You have studied good enough for the NEET 2024 examination, but still you could not crack it. It's completely okay. I keep on telling you, best things always come to you at the right time. Okay? You just wait for some more time. Today, your friends are going to enter into the college. Tomorrow, it's going to be your turn, right? So best things always will come to you at the right time. You need not to worry. You have to be patient, right? I have a strong belief in this statement. You should have the strong belief in the statement too. So all those students who cannot cross the cutoff marks, what about them? My dear students, it's the time to take a 1 year complete dedicated drop, right? 1 year complete dedicated drop has to be taken. Whether that drop, I mean, if the student already has taken a drop, he can go for the partial drop. All right, okay, that's completely fine. Or those students who wrote the NEET examination for the first time, I would highly suggest them to go for the complete 1 year drop. Why is that? See, I am pretty much sure you would have been following YouTube lectures from last couple of months, right? But if YouTube lectures were enough to get you into the medical college, then definitely you would have been into the medical college, right? Definitely you would have been in the medical college. If YouTube lectures were enough. But trust me, YouTube lectures are not enough. You need to remain dedicated throughout this one complete year, guys. You need to remain disciplined, right? There should be a proper mentor who should be exactly telling you what to do, what not to do throughout this year, right? There should be a proper study material. It should not be you should be following 3-4 books in a single subject. No, you're not supposed to do that. And my dear students, to keep all these things aligned for all of you, right? Okay, to get all these things at one place, over here on Unacademy platform, your Unacademy NEET English team, we are launching a dedicated batch for all those students who could not do well in the NEET 2024 examination, right? And we call the batch as the Phoenix 2.0 NEET English batch. The best part about this particular batch is you are getting trained by us, by me and HSP sir in chemistry, Yavar sir in physics, Ambika ma'am, Pankhudi ma'am in biology, right? So all your YouTube educators who used to train you on YouTube till now we are allotting a dedicated batch to all of you so that you remain under our guidance throughout this particular year. So that there'll be one-on-one mentorship with you, which I'll do personally. I'll keep on letting you know every week. I'll have some interactions with you personally, one-on-one interactions, wherein I'll keep on letting you know where you are lagging, what improvements you need to do, etc., etc. All those things we have kept over here in this particular batch. That's not only it. The best part about this particular batch, which is starting on 18th of May, my dear students, every single chapter of your physics, chemistry, biology will be started from the basics, from the zero itself. From the zero. You need not to worry. All the theory in a chapter, all the problem patterns which can be asked in a particular chapter, all the theory, all the problem patterns are included over here, right? The best part, my dear students, Your complete syllabus, your whole syllabus of physics, chemistry, and biology is getting completed in 6 months. In just 6 months, we are going to complete your whole syllabus, that too in the detailed manner, right? So, since 6 months, we are completing your whole syllabus. That means 80 chapters are complete in 6 months. What does that mean? That means in a particular week, we are completing 3.5 chapters. 3.5 chapters, right? And once we complete 3.5 chapters in a particular week, Sunday of that particular week, you will have to write the test of those chapters which you would have studied. And we are going to provide you those tests as well, right? That will be designed by us. Okay. So on every Sunday, starting from 18th of May, you will have to write the tests throughout the year. So minimum 30 to 40 tests will make you write throughout this year, right? And apart from that, as I told you about the chapter-wise tests which will happen on every Sundays. And my dear students, once we are done with the syllabus completion in 6 months, right after that, there'll be 2 months for the revision, right? 2 months we are going to give you dedicatedly for the revision, and we will schedule the revision class with you so that your syllabus does not get complete only once, it gets completed twice, 3 times, etc., right? So 6 months for the detailed syllabus completion, then again 2 months for the revision. Once we are done with the revision, there will be 1 month allotted to the not chapter wise, sorry, there will be 1 month allotted to the full syllabus mock test, right? So once we are done with 6 plus 2, 8 months, then 9th month, you are going to write full syllabus mock tests throughout the month. So every day we'll make you write one mock test, we'll analyze your scores, and we'll keep on letting you know exactly where to improvise, right? Through these one-on-one mentorship programs. Okay. Again, a lot of students must be thinking, what about the books? What about the study material? You need not to worry about that as well. We are providing you the DPPs as well as study material from ourselves itself. These DPPs, right? We have selected the questions in DPPs as per our experience. You just have to solve those DPPs and you just have to study that study material, which we are going to share with you. Nothing else you have to do. You're not supposed to follow any book. So I'm pretty much sure those were the mistakes which you did in the past by following many books, following a lot of study materials. You're not supposed to do that. The study material DPP which we are going to give you, just solve that once. If you're done solving that, solve that again. Solve the same stuff again, same thing again, so that you could remember the approach of different problems. That is important here, right? Studying 3 to 4 books in a particular subject, that's all waste. Studying one particular book, studying one particular study material 3-4 times, that is good. That's better. That's how you keep on remembering the approach to each and every problem, be it in your physics, be it in your chemistry, right? So people, how do we get enrolled into this one? Let me quickly show you how do we get enrolled into this particular one. And after that, why is Arijit Singh here? Okay, see, this is your channel, Unacademy NEET English channel. My dear students, there is a link in the description box of the video, right? For example, this is the video which I'm opening here. Okay, there's a link in the description box of this particular video as well, as you can see over here, right? 1 year subscription for NEET UG. 1 year subscription for NEET UG. You just have to click on that link, right? I'm going to paste this link in the comment section of this particular video as well. Okay, I'll pin that link. You just need to click on that link, nothing else. Over here, you've got 2 options. Either you can go for plus subscription or you can go for iconic subscription. What is the difference between the two? In both the subscriptions, we are the ones who are going to train you personally in this particular Phoenix 2.0 English batch. Now, what is the difference between plus and iconic then? In plus, you get study material in the form of PDFs. In iconic, there'll be more mentorship sessions. Mentorship sessions will be here also. But in iconic, there'll be frequent mentorship sessions. Apart from that, you get study material in the form of booklets, right? Which will be delivered to your houses from Unacademy side, right? And over here, you just have to click on 12 months, click on proceed to pay, use the code WSSIM. Over here, you just have to put your mobile number, or you can continue with the email on which you get the OTP and stuff. And eventually, you'll be getting enrolled into the Phoenix 2.0 batch, which is completely the English batch, right? Which we are starting on the Unacademy platform from 18th of May. But my dear students, this price which you are seeing over here, this is the price after 50% off. After 50% off, you are getting this batch at the rate of 5499, right? But this 50% discount is only valid till 15th of May. 15th of May. After 15th of May, you do not get to see this price here. This price will automatically hike up to 12 to 13,000. So you need to enroll into this batch right after this particular video so that you remain in contact with us, so that we keep on letting you know throughout this journey, like what to do, what not to do, like proper mentorship sessions, right? We will keep on analyzing your scores, everything will be done and dusted. Whatever parameters are required for this competitive examination to be cracked up with a very good score, we have kept all those parameters, right, into our mind and designed this Phoenix 2.0 NEET English batch for all our NEET English students. who cannot understand Hindi, right? Okay, so do get enrolled as soon as possible right after this particular video. Now, I'm going to go back to the session, right? So my dear students, I'm left with one slide wherein I need to show you what all documents are required when you go for the counseling, right? So first of all is the NEET admit card. You need to carry the original copy of all these stuff, okay? Carry original documents along with the attested photocopies in the counseling process, okay? So original documents along with the attested photocopies, all right? NEET admit card, NEET result or rank letter, class 10 certificate mark sheet, class 11 certificate mark sheet, class 12 certificate mark sheet, 8 passport size photographs, same as the one on the application form, okay? NEET seat allotment letter, proof of identity, which includes your either Aadhaar card, PAN card, passport, driving license, anything, migration certificate by the respective boards. Okay. Then you have got category certificate if you have any category, PWD certificate if you have any, domicile certificate is mandatory, GAP certificate if applicable, right? It has to be notarized as well. Bonds affidavits, you'll get to know. School TC, medical certificate, health certificate, right? Character certificate, which will be issued by the school, right? All documents of the previous education, if you have done some BSc, etc., or whatever. Okay, if not, then you can avoid this part, right? So, my dear students, these are the documents which you need for the counseling process. So, I believe I'm perfectly clear to everyone. And this was a quick session wherein I told you exactly how you can go for the counseling process, right? And all those students who could not do well, join into the batch, right? It's our responsibility then to make sure that all of you wear that white coat after writing the NEET 2025 examination. So take care, God bless you all, and love you all guys. Bye-bye.